welcome to this edition of Mornings. I'm Lauren Schwartz.
And I'm Alexa Duffy. Today is Tuesday, December 23rd, the last day of school before holiday break and a C Day here at North Penn High School. And now we're going to go live to a very special edition of the Brumbaugh Challenge.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. I'm Mr. Berger stepping in for Mr. Brumbaugh today because for the first time ever, Mr. Brumbaugh is going to be a contestant on the Brumbaugh Challenge, as will his room here in D11. They don't get to compete because Mr. Brumbaugh knows the answer. So today we're going to do a special live Beat the Brumbaugh Challenge between his wonderful students and Mr. Brumbaugh himself. They're going to be playing along with their cell phones. They're waving to you right now. We're having a great time in D11. So we're going to go right to the first question, and here we go, folks. Are you ready? Yes. That wasn't very reassuring. What school does Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota play football for? We're looking for Florida State or Penn State, Alabama, Oregon, or Northwestern. And they're looking. Northwestern. Yeah, we can't see the options, unfortunately, when we took that. So we're going to see that. And if we could full screen that back in the studio, that would be great. Oregon was the correct answer. 5 of you got it right. So let's see here. If we go to the next screen, Kara is in the lead. So she's got 850 points. Very good, Kara. Okay, Mr. Brumbaugh, you feeling confident? It looks like you're in second place. Was that you, Brumbaugh?
Yes.
You'll always be my Brumbaugh. Let's go to the second question here. Busy time of the year for the mail service. Which of the following U.S. presidents did not work for the U.S. Postal Service? Was it Abraham Lincoln, Calvin Coolidge, William McKinley, or Harry S. Truman?
I'm disconnected.
Mr. Brumbaugh is saying he's disconnected. He's just making excuses now. Uh-oh. Oh, they're looking at each other. What do we think? It is Calvin Coolidge. Very famous president from the state of Vermont. Kara remains in the lead. Natalie is in second place, so keep it up, guys. We'll work out some of the kinks here. Wave to your friends. That's great. Let's send it back to the desk.
The Model UN Club held a cultural celebration to help raise money for a good cause. North Penn News reporter Alexa Duffy has more.
Raising money for a worthy cause, the Model UN Club held their second annual cultural celebration.
This year we are raising money for 20/20/20, which is a charity that pays for cataract removal in third world countries, which helps give people these life-saving operations so they can see, because, sight is very important. We raised $316 today, and people got to walk around, they got to enjoy the performances and the food that cultural clubs brought to serve while people read their trifolds that were from the activities fair, so people could learn about their clubs, possibly get interested in that club, but also learn about the different cultures that are present here at North Penn.
The cultural clubs that participated this year included the Spanish and Latino Student Association, the Jewish Cultural Club, the French Club, the Chinese Cultural Club, and the Vietnamese Student Association. There were also performances from the Bengali Cultural Club and the Chinese Cultural Club. The main spectacle of the event was the pieing of Mr. Moster, who won the honor after raising the most money through student donations throughout the week. As a bonus made possible by an extra donation, Mr. Haley also got a pie in the face from himself. Model UN also held a contest throughout the week leading up to the event between the various student cultural clubs to see who could collect the most donations and win a pizza party, which the Salsa Club won after raising $30 for the charity 20/20/20. Overall, the fun and educational event was a success, and the Model UN looks forward to more cultural celebrations in the years to come. Reporting for North Penn News, I'm Alexa Duffy.
Santa Claus paid a visit to North Penn High School last Thursday along with his friends from the Troubadour to take pictures with students. North Penn students will now have timeless treasures from his visit as the Troubadour provided a photograph for each group. North Penn Television's own dudes even came out to greet Santa in the cafeteria and to take their picture with him. Profits raised from the photographs will go towards a second edition of the Troubadour Literary Magazine this year.
The North Penn High School Music Department came together to perform this year's winter concert last Wednesday night, which featured the orchestra, concert band, choir, and CMT. All of the music groups ruled the stage with performances ranging from holiday melodies to modern alternative hits. The night concluded with the annual singing of the Hallelujah Chorus by the choir, along with the melody played by the orchestra. Alumni even joined the stage to perform the classic. The event once again highlighted the musical prowess of North Penn.
The question squad was out to see what your New Year's resolution is.
Don't procrastinate.
Get to level 60 in trivia crack.
Balance my chi.
Find my soulmate.
Getting better grades.
Drop 10 pounds.
Step up my tweet game.
Get a girlfriend.
Our New Year's resolution is to get every pair of Jordans.
To go Alaskan dog sledding. Graduate.
Woo!
Let's check in with Mr. Brumbaugh.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. And before we go on to the quiz, just a quick little SGA announcement. We had asked some sophomores to apply for the Hobie Scholarship. And at this point, I'd like to congratulate our winner, Arsh Pola, and our alternate rep to the Hobie Conference, Hannah Gardner. So Arsh and Hannah, if you could stop down and see me in D10 sometime today, that'd be great. Let's go on with the quiz here, the Brumbaugh Challenge, the live challenge. And first of all, I want to throw a couple people under the bus. Mrs. Seuss, Miss Machado, Mr. Hertz, and Ms. Wynn. It's not a participation by the audience. It's just these guys. So you don't need to send us any more emails. Thank you. Let's go to question number 3. Which state is the top producer of cranberries? Is it New Jersey, Connecticut, California, or Wisconsin? Mr. Brumbaugh is startled. Running out of time here. It is Wisconsin. It's not just cheese, folks. Let's see who got it right. 5 people got it right. Mr. Stark is tied with Kara for the lead. All right, one last question in this segment. Are you guys ready? Yeah. It's a sports question. Let's go on. What is the smallest city by population that has a Big Four sports team? NFL, MLB, NHL, or NBA? Salt Lake City, Buffalo, Oklahoma City, or Green Bay? By the way, did you know that most Americans eat 2.3 pounds of cranberries every year? All right, it was Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of the Packers. So 5 of you got it right. The Green Bay Packers have been there since 1921. They've won the most titles of any sports team professionally. Let's look at the results. And Korea is in the lead, running away with it right now. That'll do it for this segment. Let's send it back to the desk. We'll be back with more trivia in a little bit.
Mr. Fleck and Mr. Fry here to finish up the year for Fitness with Fleck and Fry.
Good morning and welcome to Fitness
Fry
with
and Fluck.
Come on, man. We'd like to wish everyone a happy holidays. Thank you for tuning in this past year. We are now the highest rated bi-weekly show on the morning show. Did you know that, Mr. Fry?
I didn't know that.
We're also now being broadcast at CB South, Neshaminy, and Pennsbury, so keep the views up. This past year has been magnificent. We'd like to thank our 2 producers who will not come out from behind the camera, Ms. Lauren Schwartz and Ms. Alexa Duffy. Thank you very much for doing such a wonderful job. Yeah. And a special shout out to my first period athletic training class. Continue to tune in after the new year. Everyone have a safe and happy holidays.
Happy holidays, happy new year.
Let's throw it back live to Mr. Brumbaugh.
Hey guys, in case, it's Mr. Berger. Mr. Brumbaugh's over there. You can throw it to me next time, that's fine. Here we go. Let's go right on to the next question. We're gonna talk about your deepest fears and your phobias. So let's go to the board and check out the next question. If you have a lurophobia, what are you afraid of? Okay, is it, I can't even read the screen, but we have something, olive oil, this is cats, and sharp objects. School is the one on the left. Thank you. It is cats. So 3 of you are deathly afraid of cats and got that right. Mr. Brumbaugh looking flummoxed right there.
It won't.
Let's, all right, hey, Korea still in the lead. Kara, Mr. Stark, Natalie, and Raul Mayor. I don't even know how to say that, so let's go right on to the next question. Has to do with movies. Which movie has the longest running time of any Best Picture winner? Okay, what's the first one? I can't read it, guys. Titanic, Gone with the Wind, Godfather, or Ben-Hur? or a 4x3 screen living in a 16:9 world. Gone with the Wind is correct. It had a total running time, by the way, of 3 hours and 58 minutes, which made it the longest movie ever to win Best Picture. Gary Cooper was invited to star in that movie, and he said, "It'll be the biggest flop ever. I'll pass." Bad move, Gary. Let's head back to the desk.
Thank you, Mr. Berger. Mr. Wilson is here for this edition of I Know Funny.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Wilson. Time for the joke of the day. This morning's joke comes from a senior, Colin Shields. Hope you like it. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You follow the Fresh Prince. I'm Mr. Wilson. That was joke of the day.
And now we'll see how Mr. Brumbaugh's AP government class is holding up against him. Mr. Berger?
Hey, thanks a lot, Lauren. So far, so good. The students are beating Brumbaugh, though. We might have some technical issues to deal with Mr. Brumbaugh, so we'll throw him a bone. Okay, never mind. I guess okay. Let's move on. We've got a history question. This is right in the Mr. Brumbaugh's wheelhouse. So let's head to the question, which is which southern U.S. city did not officially celebrate the 4th of July from 1863 to 1945? Atlanta, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina, Memphis, Tennessee, or Vicksburg, Mississippi? What do they think? Mr. Brumbaugh admiring himself. And the answer is Vicksburg, Mississippi, which was captured by the Union on July 4th of 1863. They refused to celebrate Independence Day. Natalie, run away with it right now. Good job. That's her right in the front row, everybody. Very good. All right, we've got one more question this round, so let's go to it on the big board. It's math. What's the highest common factor between 76 and 95? Got to read them off to me, guys. I can't read them. 19, 1, 13, and 27. I have no comment on math. The correct answer was 19. 9 of you got it right. It's AP history. It's not AP math. All right, we've got 2 more questions to get to on the Brumbaugh Challenge today. We're going to step aside for a little bit. We'll come back to wrap it up in a bit. Back to you guys.
The dudes wrap it up in this holiday edition of Dude Report.
Hey guys, it's that time of year again. It's time for the Dude Report holiday wrap. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the holiday season. We's a beasin', open up presents, isn't that pleasant?
I don't care if it's tradition.
Wearing hats, but where's your bats?
We're not doing a rap this year.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
This cookie's really good. Happy holidays.
The Christian Club tells us more about the celebration of Christmas.
Christians celebrate Christmas as the birth of Jesus Christ and the hope that his birth brings to the world.
Christians believe that Jesus was born to a virgin, Mary, to come and rescue the world from sin. Christians rejoice on Christmas that God's Son arrived to give all people a new chance in life, as well as having eternal life with him in heaven.
Christmas goes back in history to the Christian holiday of Epiphany, which commemorated the manifestation of God in human form as Jesus. Epiphany occurs on the 12th day of the Christmas feast. The day prior to the beginning of the feast is now celebrated as Christmas Day.
Over the years, caroling and gift giving, among other traditions, have become common in the Christian celebration of Jesus' birth. The holiday unites the Christian world together in a celebration of love and compassion for one another each year.
Merry Christmas.
Members of the African American Awareness Club are here to tell us more about Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa is a cultural holiday, not a religious one. It was created by Dr. Karenga in 1966. It is available and practiced by Africans of all religious faiths who have come together based on the rich, ancient, and varied common ground of their culture. It is time for commemoration of the past in pursuit of its lessons and in honor of its models of human excellence, our ancestors. It is also a time of celebration of the good of life and the existence itself, the good of family, community, and culture.
The kinara is one of the symbols of Kwanzaa. It is the candelabra that holds 7 candles that recall the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. A black candle is placed in the center with 3 red candles on the left and 3 green candles on the right. The candles recall the colors of the African flag.
Each night, the black candle is lit first, and other candles are then lit to mark the principles of that day. On the 7th night, all 7 candles are illuminated. Kwanzaa is a week-long cultural festival that begins on December 26th. The 7 principles of Kwanzaa are umoja,
meaning unity,
kuwekigolia,
meaning self-determination,
ujima,
meaning collective work and responsibility,
ujima,
meaning cooperative economics,
nia,
meaning purpose,
kumoba,
meaning creativity,
imani,
meaning faith. The AAAC would like to thank SGA and Mrs. Kerper's Life Skills class for helping with the holiday showcase. Go ahead, Victoria.
Who will win this trivia battle? Here's the finale.
Well, a little bird told me that Mr. Brumbaugh is in the lead despite what our leaderboard says. So let's go to the last 2 questions. And the first one has to deal with auto safety and driving. So here we go. Let's go to the board. An employee of which car company developed the 3-point seatbelt in use today? Is it Volvo, Ford, Porsche, or BMW? What do they think? What do they think? It is, dramatic pause, Volvo. Nils Boland developed the 3-point seatbelt. They're high-fiving, they're having a great time. What's up, Mr. Brumbaugh? Second best thing to come out of Sweden, IKEA being the first. All right, let's go to our final question. Natalie is in the lead, but just barely. And Brumbaugh, he's coming on strong here at the end. Here we go. Which college or university has the most applications for admission submitted to it each year? Is it UCLA, Penn State, Harvard, or the University of Texas? UCLA, Penn State, Harvard, or the University of Texas? What do we think? What do we think? The answer is UCLA. 10 of you got it right. Over 52,000 people apply to UCLA each year. All right, let's take a look at the final leaderboard.
It didn't work.
While we do that, Natalie is the winner. Natalie, come on up. Come on up, Natalie. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie McCollum is the winner of the first ever D11 Live Brumbaugh Challenge. Is this like the greatest Christmas gift ever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations. And for one last time, let's send it back to the desk. Thanks so much to D11 and Brumbaugh's folks for helping us out. Have a great holiday season, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Mr. Monero is here today with a recap of some of the highlights from this past year. Mr. Monero?
All right, good morning, North Penn High School. First of all, if you need to bounce out and teach or test, whatever the case might be, it's a long show this morning, so feel free. We won't be offended. You can always watch the rest of the show on YouTube. For those of you sticking around, we are just about at the end of 2014. It's been a great school year. It's been a great year going back to January. So let's wind back the clock and take a look at the highlights of 2014 in Night Crier headlines. Top 9 headlines from the Night Crier. Number 9, the Harlem Wizards filled the gymnasium and they'll be back once again coming this winter. Number 8, it was a snowy winter last year. We haven't had any yet this year, but hold on, it's coming. The number 7 headline, Trevor Campioli participates in a Special Olympics torch carrying ceremony. Moving on, Aloha, the academic decathlon team went to Hawaii. Number 5 headline is Respect and Responsibility, Hatfield Elementary School with a major overhaul still going as we speak. Headline number 4, the Marching Knights, national champions. Headline number 3, North Penn High School gains recognition on the national level. If you want to beat the best, you got to be the best. So hey, North Penn High School number 1. Mrs. Selma Robinson, number 2, retired last year after 35 years, and the number 1 headline in 2014, Doc, hats off to you. Legendary Doc Ryan will retire on January 9th. Big ceremony coming up. Doc, you are the man. All right, everybody, that is 2014, and I have one special guest here joining me this morning. Terrell Diggs, come on into the shot here. Terrell, every week he wants to come on the morning show. Terrell, tell us about 2014. How was it?
It was good.
It was just good, or was it happy?
It was happy.
Terrell is always happy. He always wants to dance. And so this morning, to end the school year before the holiday break, Terrell is going to do the dance for us of a lifetime. He's going to get us rolling with the happy song. Ladies and gentlemen, Terrell Diggs and the happy song Dance.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down. Can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down. Can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel.
And that is all for this edition of Mornings. I'm Alexa Duffy.
And I'm Lauren Schwartz. Have a safe break, and we'll see you next year.
Happy holidays, North Penn.